Aloha, my name is Christina. Today we'll be doing a 10-minute workout focused around knee injuries. So when I was dancing professionally, I tweaked my ankle, and about a few months later, I developed a knee injury that lasted a pretty long time. Some people have serious knee injuries, whether it's surgery, some people just tweak their knees slightly, or maybe they might have tight quads or tight IT bands. I had something called patellofemoral tracking syndrome. So my patella was just tracking along incorrectly, which caused a lot of knee issues and a lot of knee pain. So when I went to PT, they were like, great, we're going to work on your knee, but let's also focus on your ankle and your hip. And I was like, why? But it started to make sense after a while. So when you think about your knee, it's a hinge. If you think about a door hinge, you've got the part that's attached to the door, and you've got the part that's attached to the door frame, and they meet in the middle at the hinge. So maybe the part that's attached to the door is your ankle, the part that's attached to the door frame is your hip. If those 2 points aren't giving you like little physics right now, but if those 2 points aren't really sturdy, what's going to take the brunt of the force is your knee. So by no means am I prescribing exercises. These are just gentle recommendations that I've learned over the years. So come on down to your mat and let's get started. We're going to actually start by strengthening your ankles. So you're going to lay down on your back. You're going to do this, you can do this one at a time, but for maybe the sake of time, let's just do both. So we're going to reach the legs up to the ceiling. You're going to start by flexing and pointing your toes. 2, really feel like you're kind of waving through the feet. 4 and 5. You can also do this sitting up. 6, but I feel like it's easier to see if I'm laying down. 8, we're going to do 30. 9, 10, keep going. And 1, and 2, and 3, so really reaching up through the toes. 4, using the front of the shins. 5, and the calf. 6, and 7, and 8. Ooh, I should do this more often because my shins are burning. One more set of 10. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. Oh my gosh. 6, 5, 4. You can do this one at a time. Seat it up. Do whatever you need. 1, and then relax. If you're laying on your back, you do this like really weird thing where you just kind of kick your feet. It looks ridiculous, but it feels great. Okay, we're going to do ankle circles. So you're going to reach the ankles up to the ceiling. You circle 1, 2, 3. Again, trying to take as much space as possible. 6, 7, 30, 8, 9. Oh my gosh, it's on fire. 2, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to bend my knees. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more set of 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can tell I haven't done these in a while. 3, 2, and 1. And then relax. Take a little second. Think about all the muscles that kind of connect from your ankle, also kind of connect either to your knee joint or maybe kind of like past the knee joint. Okay, we have the other direction. So legs back up, or maybe your legs are forward or out, and you're going to circle the other direction. 2, I think this is the other direction. 3, 4, oh my gosh, 5, it's on fire. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Second set. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last set of 10. My circles are getting really small. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Shake it out. All right, we're going to do a little bit of bridging. So you're going to plant the feet onto the floor, legs fully together if you can, slightly separate if you need. Press your arms and your shoulders down to the floor. Because it's Pilates, you're always going to corset and wrap through the waistline to protect your low back. So you're planting the heels down, you're going to scoop the abs in and roll up. So now we're kind of strengthening your glutes, your hamstrings, the whole back of your leg is working, and then you're going to roll back down. Let's do 10. So abs are pulling in, squeeze your glutes, rolling up for 2. Inhale, exhale, roll it back down. Continue to press the shoulder blades down into the mat. Roll up for 3. Ribs are staying together and roll back down. Keep going. And up for 4. Inhale, exhale, roll down. And exhale, lift for 5. So maybe in the same kind of family of counting. For the sake of time, I'm only going to do 1 set of 10. And 6, maybe you do 3 sets of 10. So a total of 30. and 7. You're kind of peeling, I have a billowy shirt on. You're peeling up and down through your spine. This is 8. And I'll roll it back down. 2 more. Glutes are engaged. By that, 9. And roll it down. 1 more. And then roll up for 10. Good. And then roll it back down. So again, maybe you do 3 sets of 10. And then, so we want to still strengthen the glutes. So we kind of got like your glute max, which is like the meatier part of your butt, the back side of your butt. And then we want to get your glute med, which is on the side. So let's go ahead and lay all the way down on your right side. You're going to bring the knees to kind of like 90 degrees, 90 at the knees, 90 at the hips. You're going to squeeze the feet together. We're going to do a simple set of clams. So we're going to open and close. 10, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Good. 9, and 10. And let's do hydrants for 10, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 9, and 10. And relax. I mean, it'd be great if you could do both sides, but if you're only working with one knee, just really try to strengthen up that hip. Maybe you just do one side. Let's do circles. So you're going to reach a leg out, the legs going to go forward and around for 10, 2, and 3, and 4. And because we're doing a bunch of different types of movement here, types of exercises, 6. Maybe you just do one set, 7, 8, and 9. You want to keep your hips really still, 10. And then go in the other direction for 10. So back up and around. And 2, and 3, nice, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and then relax. Good. So go ahead and roll over to your back. Do a little figure 4 stretch. All right. I'm actually not going to do the other side. So if you're working on, most people when they injure a knee, it's usually just one knee. So kind of work on all the things strengthening on that side. All right. So you're going to come all the way up to standing. So we're going to work a little bit of a balance. So if you have trouble balancing, if you want to stand near like your kitchen counter or maybe your dining room table, go right ahead. So I'm planting my feet down and try to do this barefoot. Try not to do this in shoes. Okay, got it. We're gonna lift I'll balance on both sides because you'll see like this side's easier for me to balance. I'm kind of planting the foot down, squeezing the glutes, kind of pulling up to the inner thigh. You're pulling up to the front of your knee or front of the quad. So it's like a little, one of your quad muscles. It's like a small guy, small guy in the middle. Yeah, medial part. So I'm gonna get this name wrong. Vastus medialis oblique. VMO. It's your VMO. You really want to pull up the front of the knee there. Help kind of protect that knee. Good. And for maybe another 3 seconds. And let's try the other side. So planting that right foot down and then pulling all the way up. So most people when they're doing PT for an injury, they're usually working with just one side. So keep strengthening that side. Also wouldn't hurt to kind of strengthen both sides. Interesting. I thought it was going to be harder to balance on this side. So I'm squeezing the glute, pulling up to the inner thigh, even using the side of your booty, kind of pulling up to the front of the knee. Hold for another like few seconds. So maybe anywhere between 30 seconds to maybe a full minute if you can. All right, and then I'm going to relax down. So let's do tight parallel. Actually, let's do shoulder distance apart, and you're going to come down into a squat. So what I'm really looking for here is your knees and toes are pointing straight forward. If you're not using your glute med, the muscle that we use when you're laying on your side, this is what's going to start to happen. This is not great for your knee. This actually feels like terrible. So you're going to bend, knees and toes are pointing forward. Don't cheat and do knees out. You always want the knees and toes pointing in the same direction. So I'm squeezing the glutes, scooping the abs in. I'm going to stand. Let's do 10 here. 2 and 3 and 4. So again, maybe you'd want to do like 3 sets of 10 of each. 6 and 7 and 8. Good. 9 and 10, and then relax. Good. So get yourself all the way up to 30. Okay. Moment of truth. If you're fresh into your knee injury, maybe you want to wait on this one. If you've been building this for a while, give this a go. So you're going to find your balance. I can't see my knees, so I'm trusting myself that it's in the right position. I'm going to bend. So this is what we don't want. So my hip is here, my ankle's there, my door hinge is like off in nowhere land. So squeeze your butt, and you're going to stand all the way up. And 2, and 3. This is really great to do in front of the mirror. 4, 5, and 6. This is my actual injured knee. 7 and 8. I've sprained this ankle twice, actually. 9. Oh, and this is a hip that gives me problems. 10, and then relax. So many people come into Pilates, they're like, oh, you deal with injuries too? And I was like, I've injured a lot of things. Ankles, this knee, low back, this hip flexors feels weird, my neck and my shoulders, all the things. Okay, so bend the knee. I'm going to take a peek down. So we also want to make sure that we're not sitting into the hip. Hips are level, abs are pulled in. Find your glutes and pull up to the quad, and then lift. 2, harder to balance on this side now. 3, and 4. Awesome. And 5, and 6. Oh gosh. And 7, and 8. So you can hold on to something if you need. 9, and 10, and then relax. Awesome. So you kind of want to do maybe 2 to 3 sets of 10 on each side, or honestly just on your affected side. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. I'm always interested to see what people are saying about these videos and if they're actually helping you in your Pilates and also rehabilitation journey. Once again, my name is Christina, and thanks for joining. Hope to see you next time. Aloha.